This business about Goldbach levels.
In this teaching, I'm going to show you the AMD cycles I like, which aren't in the official Goldbach book. So, from first principles, let's mark out the midnight open price. Okay, that's the midnight open price. I like from midnight until 6 a.m. I then split this into 4 cycles: accumulation, manipulation, distribution 1, distribution 2. So 6 hours divided by 2 is 3 hours, which is 2 cycles. 3 hours divided by 2 is 90 minutes. Have you heard of 90-minute cycles before? ICT said 90-minute cycles aren't real. Let's draw this out. So from midnight open, the first 90 minutes is this. I'm going to call that accumulation. The next 90 minutes I'm going to call manipulation. The next 90 minutes I'm going to call distribution 1. And then this one we'll call it as distribution 2. Let's mark the consequent encroachments. So accumulation, it broke free after the accumulation cycle, hit 50% of the accumulation, and then that was the manipulation. Then we had our first distribution, and then we had at this time our second distribution. Okay, let us do some standard deviations. Accumulation, 1 standard deviation was the top of the manipulation. So we accumulated into the 50%. Then we manipulated close to the 50% again. What time was this candle exactly? Yeah, fine. Then we distributed for around, this was a big move, maybe about 4 or 5. Okay, so have a look at the economic news in the calendar also. That will give you more insight. Okay, so you can match it up with news today. So the first news was at 3:15. So this was the takeoff. Second news was at 3:30. So the real move was on D2 at 4:30. Even though this is this is GBP, yeah. The real move was on GBP at 4:30, which was distribution 2. The manipulation, it is not always going to turtle soup the high and then fall lower. Sometimes the manipulation is it breaks free and then goes to 50%. If it always turtle soup the high and then reversed, it would be too easy to understand and predict. But sometimes the manipulation is above, hit the consequent encroachment, and then it takes off. Now, this threw us off because our bias was bearish, but I guess it was a market maker model. So I took a short on EU here. Have a look at your own chart so you know the day today, 24th of January. It was a 2-minute fair value gap though. So lower risk, where it was a 2-minute fair value gap, and it TP'd quite easily. Go mark it up for yourselves, and also I encourage you all to do this maybe on a daily basis or back test this so you can start understanding the real AMD D2 cycles. Now sometimes if this is an expansion, then it's something like D2 AM D1, something like that. Apologies, one slight correction. This purple box is incorrect. I didn't look at the time. So 3 until 4:30 is D1. So the bottom of the box is here. The top of the box should be here, right? The highest price post 3:30. So that makes more sense now. See, there's your order block just before D2. And let's just check the standard deviation. See if we can find anything cool. So from here to here, that's 1 standard deviation. let's have a look at this measure. That will be the same, right? Because this is I'll just show you. So look, one standard deviation is the manipulation, and then a multiple of that is the distribution.